Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this one, we are going to be doing a live sourcing challenge. What the goal around this is going to be is seeing how much profit I can find in 15 minutes using the KPF Ascension sourcing method. Now, the rules around this challenge is going to be I can only find products within 15 minutes, and those profitable products are only considered profitable if I make 11% profit or more. We can see here I have a timer set up on Google, so once I hit start, the challenge will begin. I'm not going to be doing much talking or talking at all while I'm sourcing, just to make sure that I'm finding as much profit in this time as possible. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some tips, tricks, and strategies of what I went ahead and did, and just give an overall recap of the sourcing challenge. And one more thing I want to preface, my current fee setup on SellerAmp is going to be $1.30 for prep, 60 cents per pound on the inbound, and then also Amazon optimized splits for our shipping splits. This is exactly what I use day to day to source because this is an accurate reflection of what I pay in fees. So without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy, and watch me source for the next 15 minutes, and let's see how much profit I can find. that is going to be the challenge. Didn't talk literally at all during this. I do want to go ahead and coupon this last item that I was looking at, which is going to be this In07 Stay Perfect mascara. And then we're going to go ahead and just kind of go over what I did here. So it looks like this is $7.99 on Brand Direct. And then we have it here on Walgreens, which I think, again, with the coupon code here, it's likely going to be cheaper on Walgreens. Let's go ahead and see. Times 0.8 divided by 2. Yep. So this is another profitable product here. So I was able to find basically 5 profitable products in 15 minutes, and we're going to go over each of them. And I'm going to explain a little bit of the nuances here, because I see a lot of people make these videos and they want to just be like, oh, I found this profitable product, but then they don't actually explain, like, is this very practical or is this not? And is this just like, you know, something that you shouldn't be selling? So we'll go over the first product here. You can see it is misbranded. So profitability, yes, we did find it. We found this from Macy's. This would be from Macy's in the event where you can use the $20 off 100 code that they mentioned here. Again, kind of hard to apply like coupon codes on all these because some of them are going to need a login, but if you could use $20 off 100, you would basically coupon this as a $39 item, and then you would multiply that by 3. So let's just say $39 times 3 minus 10 divided by 3. So you're at $35.67 here. And then what you would go ahead and do after that is grab your Card Bear discounted gift card and basically get this to be profitable. At least I hope this is profitable. It should be, but we'll verify if my math is correct here, because it is looking a little bit slim right now on the margin. So about 9.5%. There's a 10%er and 50. So I think Macy's lets you use multiple gift cards. So it's 10%, which wouldn't be profitable, but I'm almost positive that I got it for cheaper than that. Now, if I didn't, we'll take this off the list, no problem. So it looks like it was a typo on my end. No big deal. We'll just move on to the next. You wouldn't want to sell this anyways, though, because the brand name does not match what brand is being documented here in the description, which means this is misbranded. So this isn't profitable, nor is it something we should sell. Would have been profitable at 10% in my eyes, because I'm fine with taking 10%, but for the challenge, it doesn't work. This certainly does work, though. So we have this Stetson cologne here, which we found from CVS, literally just from doing a very simple discounted gift card rate lookup, which was 8%. And I found this discounted gift card through, I believe it was Card Center here. So if we go ahead and look up CVS, yeah, we can see the 8% was on Card Center. Something else I was looking for too, which is a little tip for you guys, is I was particularly looking for gift cards with usable balances. So sometimes you'll see like a really high discounted rate be on like a $10 discounted gift card, which you can't even use a $10 discounted gift card if the retailer doesn't let you use a certain amount of cards. So like CVS is cool. They let you use up to 10, but if their limit was like 2, you're not going to be able to even get an order off with a full amount taking off the entire item basically. So I am also picking out realistic gift cards. So 8% was realistic. The price of this was $26.49 with available in-stock shipping, which brought us down to $24.37. Profitable price there. And then how many I would buy of these? Probably anywhere from like 20 to 30 units. I would be using data and offers here to verify that, but we can just go ahead and say a pretty conservative estimate of about 20 units. We'll just take 10% of the monthly sold and be very conservative. So 110 bucks in profit there. Again, very conservative estimate. For that one, I think we could buy even up to probably 30 here, but we'll go ahead and move on nonetheless. This item here, Iris and Romeo, we did find from the QVC website here. This was going to be on that first order discount. So you'd only be able to buy one of these in order. Now, if you're able to loop the promo code here over and over and over, and as long as they don't charge shipping, which honestly, even if they did charge shipping and handling, I don't think that that would put you unprofitable considering we're making 30% here. So let's just assume they do charge like 10 bucks for shipping just to be realistic, because a $25 amount is pretty low. So let's just say they do, we're making 13%. Very good offer count here. I would estimate that we can sell probably, I want to say at 58 bucks here. So we're at 58. I would estimate probably like 10 to 15. Well, competition's relatively normal here. So we'll just do 10. Again, we'll do pretty conservative estimates here. So 77 bucks. We are at 77, 110. So we're looking at almost $200 in profit. Next is going to be this number 7 2-pack here. So I found this on Walgreens, and the reason I skipped past all these other distributors here is Target possibly could have worked here. So let's see. So there's no active promos running right now for Target. So I wasn't really interested in kind of looking at that. Like kind of what you see on Target is what you get. So I wasn't really interested in looking at that. Walgreens does look like they were running a double stack here though. So because of that, we were able to find both variations here, which brought our buy cost from $32.99 for 2 of these to about $32.99 divided by buy one, get one 50, add it back, and then take 20%. And then because you're getting 2 for each variant that you buy, that basically counts out as 2 different variants because it'll even out out once you obviously take both, because both of them had the promotional offer running. And just so that you know, don't think I'm lying or anything, we can see buy one, get one on the night cream as well. And it is the right product here, triple action night cream, right? And we can see it is triple action night cream, lift and illuminate, as we can see right there, same exact promotion. So this is also another profitable product. We can see there's no issues here. Like it says IP complaints, but there's clearly no IP complaints here. This looks like pretty regular. So no IP complaints, good looking product. Trend is great on this. Can definitely sell at the $67 mark. 50 and only 4 offers. I would say we can sell probably 20 to 30. So we're just going to do 20. Another 218 added to the profitable pit. And then the last product we have here is this Boots number 7 Stay Perfect Mascara Black, which let me go ahead and see. So we found this brand direct and on Walgreens, which Walgreens was more profitable. The image is a little bit different, but the actual product is the same, and it is still the black variant. If we want to go ahead and verify this somewhere on here, but it is the same variant, long tubing, Stay Perfect Black. We can see here that looks like this one's 23 fluid ounces and this one is 24. So again, literally like the same. And this came out to a $720 buy cost here. Offer count's rising a little bit, so I would be a little bit suspicious of this product, but it is not spiking and it's been profitable in the past month. So I would say let's just be a little conservative here. 1770, 16% margin, and I would buy probably like 10 units of this just because it doesn't look like it's the quickest mover on Keepa. So this one's going to make us about 29 bucks. So if we go ahead and calculate how much profit we were able to find with 4 ASINs in about 15-ish minutes. I know this last one went just a little bit over the time, but this is going to be about 29.20 plus 218.80. And what I'll do here too to verify for you guys is make sure that all the sale prices are accurate. 67 bucks is 100% accurate on that. $58 here. You can see there's a ton of oscillation in the buy box history, which means we could definitely sell for higher, as we can see other sellers are doing so. So this is an accurate sale price as well. We even accounted for some shipping nuance in here. This is going to come out to $77 in profit, so $77.20. And then the last thing, which is this cologne, would be another $110.40 in profit. So we found about $435.60 in profit, all with realistic sale prices, all with products that you would actually sell. This isn't products that I just found that would cause IP complaints or the brand is selling on it. We can clearly see a product like this Stetson, very, very healthy. We can see that this Iris and Romeo, same exact product, same brand. Again, very healthy charts. In 07, very healthy charts, no sign of IPs, no sign of the brand selling anywhere. Same for that last chart. So obviously don't go out and buy these products now because I just exposed them, but this is basically the process of the Keep a Product Finder Ascension model. Now, what makes this so efficient over storefront stocking? Well, the thing that I was doing very heavily here was there is filtering that you can do within this, and I'm sure you guys already know this from using Keep a Product Finder, but I specifically targeted all the brands that I did not want to see because these are brands that I am not eligible to sell. So I did this off of the eligibility that I can sell these brands as well, just for the more realistic touch of how I would actually source day in and day out. Okay, I make sure to have is none of and put all of the brands that have the biggest catalogs that I can't sell. So I get rid of all the crap that I don't want to see, because if we take this off here, we can see that there is now 165 products. So that just added almost a third more products that we would have had to sift through that I do not want to see because I literally can't sell it. Another thing is I made sure that there's new offer count, obviously. And then a big thing that I made sure to do as well was I made sure to have monthly sold on 50, because you don't want to be finding anything less than 50 monthly sold when you are storefront stocking, in my opinion, because it adds so much more ASINs to the current filter matches, which is just not manageable and honestly slows you down more than it helps you. Because we can see here, we found a good mix of everything, right? We found some stuff that sells 200 times a month. We found a 50 a month, another 50 a month, and another 50 a month. Okay, but these made $435 in profit. And part of that was literally just from A, being efficient, and B, being able to know how to read a Keepa chart, and C, having your filters down so that I didn't have to spend a bunch more time looking at stuff that wasn't going to work, right? So if we take this off, then go ahead and look at what happens to the products. Okay, that's 200 more products that I would have had to look through. There is no possible way, 0% chance we would have found the profit we found in 15 minutes if we were looking through 200 more products. I always recommend to try and keep this to a maximum of 100, which is why you guys saw me only pull profit from literally one storefront. And the reason for that is because it just gets unmanageable once you get past 100 products. Now, you can still add multiple seller IDs into the seller ID box here if you just separate by comma and then another seller ID, which obviously we have a product name, so it's not going to pop anything up there. You can totally do that, but this storefront was already good enough to where I didn't have to go and look for more stores. I just knew, like, like he had a pretty sizable catalog, right? And a lot of those brands that I excluded in my list, I didn't want to see in his store. So that really helped us go through and be efficient. Another efficiency tactic I want to give you guys here is that if you noticed, I was not so opening every single product link. A lot of the way that I judge products is purely based on what is going on in the snapshot image of Keepa. So if it is tanking very hard, I'm not pulling up that product. If I see that the current buy box price for a product like this is 17 bucks and there is no reputable source on here that can get me this type of product for cheaper or even close to cheaper, I'm not going to look at it, right? Because the one thing that I have over you who might be watching this, who's a little bit newer, is experience and time of the game. So I already know a lot of like the loops that come from a lot of these websites, the discounted gift cards, because I'm doing this stuff every day, right? And even if you don't know that, the more knowledge and the more time you spend sourcing, the better you'll get and the more efficient you will be, to where you could find 200, 300, 400 bucks in an hour just of sourcing, simply because you know where to look and where not to look. So like this product here that comes from Adidas at 13 bucks, okay? Unless Adidas is running a really big discount code, this product isn't even going to be close to being profitable at 17 bucks. So because of that, so we can see extra 30%. So here's another product that we might have just found profitably sort of on the fly. And I had Adidas excluded from my list. Well, I can sell Adidas. I don't like to sell Adidas because it's clothing and I don't like selling clothes. But we can go ahead and see here. So 13 bucks, right? It is 13 on adidas.com. If we take 30%, which let's make sure that, so it's a medium. Do they have medium in stock? They do. So $13 times 30%. Okay. So we're not quite there if they have a really good discounted gift card, or if you can stack an extra code. Coupon stacking does also work. So we can go ahead and look. So they have 19% right now, which is super high. Gift card saving is not a reputable retailer though, because they always have like one-off gift cards, which again, this is a realistic breakdown of live sourcing. This is not just me putting slop on YouTube for you guys to think that, oh, I'm making all this money, when that's not practical. So 13% is what we're going to go with here and not 19%, because Card Center has a pretty realistic price tag on the $50 one of what they're offering there. So if we could find another code that maybe could stack here, then this could possibly work. We can see some fluctuation at 18, but not enough for me to feel confident like regularly sell at 18. This is on a good trend though, going downward. So this one might not work. I mean, if we could find like 15% off, still is not even close. So maybe not, but yeah, I was just being very efficient and picky about what I'm choosing. So like this Madden NFL 24 game, there is almost no way you're going to find a video game, even if it's a couple years old, for 15 bucks. Like there's just no way, right? And again, like some of this stuff like Milwaukee DeWalt, I can't sell this, so this wasn't even in our list. If you noticed, I had opened up this Spartan product here and I was trying to make it profitable on their website. Website was taking too long. I X'd out of it. Obviously, if I had more time, I'd be digging deeper, but again, just for efficiency purposes. But the biggest thing that I was doing again was just validating if I even wanted to source this product based on Keepa, because a lot of times what you're going to find when you're sourcing products that are really shitty is you'll see charts like this to where it's the Immortal NYC and you'll see that it's extremely flat. So if we compare Immortal NYC here to MAC, you look at how much more movement is going on in that snapshot over there on the bottom right. That is a very high likelihood that this product is arbitrage friendly, because there are people competing to sell on this listing. Okay. Listings that have no competitors like this with very shaky movement concern me in stuff that I want to stay away from, because there's a high likelihood that nobody is either A, finding this profitably, or there's another reason why people aren't selling, which is likely in this case because the brand is selling. And I can already identify that just by how flat the buy box price is. This looks like a wholesale listing, because if it's a wholesale listing, then they have to abide by a certain market price that they abide by, meaning that the price is going to remain flat. Okay. And I guarantee you, if we pull this up, I've literally never seen this product before. You can see Immortal NYC sells on their own brand. So prime example of something that I was able to skip just from getting so good at this stuff, for doing this for almost 2 years, right? So immediately I didn't have to deal with looking for products like that. And instead I could focus on this product like MAC, which is going to be a product that has great offer count movement, has a lot of movement in general, and is likely going to be sold on retailers that we can go ahead and try and coupon to make profitable. And that is literally the only thing that I did differently from maybe a lot of people that you either see on YouTube or just what you're doing differently yourself, is that I'm very selective about what I'm choosing, because I'm just pre-filtering things right from Keep a Product Finder before I even try and make them good. Last thing I want to give you guys here is a more value drop. Is I want to let you know that something else I was doing was I was not pulling up the Amazon listing again until I had gotten close to the profitable range. Too many times do people waste a lot of time by opening up the Amazon listing before finding close or profit guarantee. Because if we are going to spend time opening up the listing, letting the listing load, letting Keepa generate, letting SellerAmp generate, right? If we're going to waste all this time before we even know if the product's going to be profitable or not, or if it's going to be close, then it's more time wasted. It's It's more flow state messed up. So I would rather just go through, copy title, paste into Google, and then look for close to or profitable type of prices based on my, expertise with like knowing where certain things come from, or just simply knowing like certain loops, and basically save myself the extra time, because that compounds over a 2 to 4 hour long sourcing session, right? Imagine how much time you save when you stop opening up Amazon listings first and you just get a general idea of how much you might have to pay for this item for it to work. So that's pretty much everything for the video. Really good start to like what I didn't think was going to happen. I honestly didn't know how much I was going to be able to find in 15 minutes. So pretty proud of myself there, but that's going to be the end of the video. Again, just to leave you guys with something to remember, I do have a free newsletter that you can sign up for. And this is going to contain all of the stuff that I'm doing to build a $3 million a year Amazon business this year. And it also drops value, just like you saw in this video, to help you get better at sourcing, build a better team, build a better business overall, because I'm not somebody here on YouTube who just is going to give you complete service level advice. I'm somebody who can bring real value to your business and, help you out. So for free, you can sign up to that newsletter, get free game every Wednesday, and try and post it up at like noon. So just stay tuned for that, but definitely go ahead and subscribe to that. And just to finish off the video, again, give you guys a little recap of why I was able to make this work in 15 minutes. Biggest thing that I was doing was basic keep a product finder Ascension model filtering. And the whole Ascension model behind it is really just being able to exclude all the brands you can't sell. So you can basically get rid of all the stuff you don't want to see. This is huge. So keep a product finder filters, and then you're also pre-screening what you get as your results here. And you are only looking for products that are close to profitable before opening up the Amazon listing. And then the rest of that is time in the game, couponing experience, and just overall working at this stuff every day. So if you guys did enjoy this video, definitely be sure to let me know and give me your feedback. And if there's anything else you want to see in the future regarding sourcing or anything like that, definitely let me know in the comments. Sign up to the newsletter again, and that'll be all from me in this video. So peace out.